guys. This took me so long because my camera light. There's a million things that didn't work. Camera wasn't working. I couldn't find my camera. I had to go downstairs, get my camera. Camera wasn't working. OBS wasn't working. I had to reset everything. It was horrible. So that's why I'm literally like almost 15 minutes late. So, oh my gosh. Wow, that was just horrible timing. Like we're literally talking 14 minutes and 20 seconds late right now. I might as well just get right into the stream. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. The Hurricane Watch is here with your latest update on Tropical Storm Apollo. That is right. We now have a named tropical cyclone here in the Mediterranean Sea approaching the island of Sicily there. You can clearly see the center of circulation is developed right here. Some stronger convection to the north of the center of circulation, as you can see. Currently, since it is the middle of the night, but we do not have any kind of, we're not able to get any kind of actual daylight satellite imagery. It is not 3 p.m. It's literally, it's not 4:45 either. I'll tell you that. Okay, let's see. Oh my God, look how off this was, damn. So basically, it just got completely reload everything. But clearly, I just kind of want to point out the fact that you can clearly see the center of circulation right here. We got a band here. We sort of have a band here, which is really putting the entire almost a country. Island of Sicily. It is an island. It's the island of Sicily, which is a province here of the country of Italy. It's a very, they're not really poor, but I mean, I want to say they're middle country. They may be, maybe their GDP is $5-6 trillion, but it's not gonna be over 20, 10, 15, or 20 something trillion dollars. It can be like that, but you know, maybe a couple $1 trillion is their GDP. But regardless, this is the storm that we're closely monitoring. I kind of want to point that out. It is becoming even more well-defined. The center circulation is heading up. We're getting more convection. Look at that convection blowing up there. So I'm going to closely monitoring. We'll be continually giving updates. I'm going to try to do updates throughout the night into tomorrow all night. I mean, it's going to be hard. I'm probably going to get no sleep, and at one point it's going to probably look like I've died. It is not going to look good. Okay, that's for starters. It's going to be bad, but regardless, right now, I don't care how I look. What's important right now is we get the information out to people about the tropical cyclone. I will admit, I have not done a good job about that because I have been, I don't know what I'm doing right now, focusing on other stuff, like schoolwork. Maybe. Anyway. So here's the country. Here is the storm. Look at those heavy, heavy bands of rain up here. I mean, we're seeing well into tropical storm force. Maybe. I literally saw like 47 miles an hour earlier today. Bro, I know this is a tropical storm. Don't play me like this. Also, come on. Come on, 30 gets close enough, right? Oh, I just saw 39. Alright, there you go. Proof that's a tropical storm right there. 39 miles an hour stronger is in fact a tropical storm. Oh, I just saw 40. Okay. Proof it's a tropical storm. Okay, there we go. So that is what we are looking at with this system. As you can see, lots more convection. Look at the onshore flow. Onshore flow is literally rain coming onto the shore. And look at this onshore flow here in Syracuse, Italy. It is Syracuse, Italy. It is Syracuse, technically Syracuse, Sicily, Italy. Onshore flow producing lots of heavy rain, lots of moderate rain. Portions of this are actually, we're starting to see heavier rain. I'm going to take a look at the radar. So this is the latest satellite imagery of it. If I put this on pause, you will see right where we're at. Boom, there it is. Lots of convection. I just kind of want to show y'all what we're looking in terms of this convection. I'm going to actually go to cloud tops so we actually know how high in altitude some of these cloud tops are. Look at this up here. These cloud tops over here, we're talking about negative 74, negative 76 degrees Fahrenheit. Cloud tops way out here, we're talking negative 76 degrees Fahrenheit also. So these cloud tops are incredibly cold. Now, obviously, it's not going to be anything like we will see in the Atlantic, where we will see negative 80, maybe even negative 90 degrees centigrade with that deep convection like we would see with Hurricane Harvey, Hurricane Irma, Hurricane Maria, Hurricane Katrina, Hurricane Dorian. I mean, a lot, and definitely Typhoon Patricia. Hurricane Patricia in 2015 had incredible, intense, deep convection. And it's doing the thing again because I put it in as the wrong thing. So let me just filters, remove, Alright, close. Now you can actually see what I'm talking about. So that is what we're looking at right here. I do apologize about that. You know, mistakes happen. I'm not a genius. I like to say I am. No, I don't. But look, I mean, we're starting to see more convection. The cloud temperatures are much colder. I literally don't even know what the hell happened. Why this is way down here. Did I zoom out this way? I can't even at this point. Okay, I meant to zoom in and I zoomed out. Whatever, I don't care. Whatever, who cares? So I'm gonna go to forecast area. Okay, yes. Southeast Europe. No, yeah, Southeast Europe. Okay, country. Okay, how about we just go to Southern Europe. Alright. Country of Italy. Okay, now we're gonna do region of Sicily. So look at that rain band. Very, very heavy rain. Let's just put this into the... Let's do a pass of the past 8 hours. Do this in fast. I really want to show you what we're looking at here. Now, first thing I want y'all to notice, kind of see how this is, maybe on this side. Notice how you have this sort of a curve here. If this really begins to intensify, this would be known as an eye wall. This is absolutely crazy. I'm even talking about this. It just like blows my mind. We're talking about tropical cyclone here approaching the country of Italy, most specifically the province of Sicily. Even more specifically, Syracuse, Sicily, Italy. This is just mind. It still blows my mind. I'm talking about this. And it just doesn't even, you know, it is insane. It tells you what climate change is doing to our planet. Making freaking hurricanes and cyclones develop in the freaking Mediterranean Sea. Freaking last year we had a hurricane Ionos make landfall in Greece with winds that sustained, apparently some people were saying 100 miles an hour. The highest gust being reported of 127 miles per hour. That would be almost the equivalent of a Category 4. Category 4 reaches 130 miles per hour. But look at the radar. Look at that eye coming in. Look at that eye. Wow, that is an eye right there on radar up coming into Sicily viewpoint. Wow, that is just absolutely just absolutely mind-blowing. This is real. This is absolutely real. And it just, oh, it's a region. It's not even a province. You can get even closer. Okay, dude, that is just, wow. That is really close. So now you can actually see the eye coming on shore. So province is just like what city I guess it is. So instead of regions, it's province. Instead of provinces, it's regions. Instead of cities, it's province. You do you, Italy. Unless this is just weather.us. I don't know. But we're going to get right into this once this finishes loading up. You're really going to see some of this heaviest rain making its way into portions of Syracuse, Florida. Florida would be... I don't even know what I'm talking about. What is a Florida? I mean, I can't pronounce most of these names. I can't even pronounce Florida correctly. Florida. But once I get this going, once this gets into motion... Alright, here we go. So I kind of want y'all to see the motion kind of moving southwest. So you do have a little bit of onshore flow as that eye is, not eye, but you know, eye wall, I guess you could say, it's getting closer. You can really see these more intense rain bands making their way, approaching Syracuse, Italy. Very, very strong, gustier winds. I don't know what we're looking at down here, but this could certainly be something we need to be closely monitoring here. Let me take a look at the chat and see what everyone is saying. Hi, I live in Syracuse. Welcome. Wow. Welcome to the stream. I am glad to have you here. I don't know why you're up. It's like 4:30 in the morning in Italy right now. Maybe 2. I don't even know. But, yeah, we are closely monitoring this. Lots of heavy rain bands. A big heavy rain band just made its way through Italy right there. You can kind of see it developing. So, as these cells, areas of convection of thunderstorms, develop, they're going to develop very rapidly like you saw that one. And again, see the first one right there, boom. Then the second one comes, boom. And so they're developing right when they make landfall. So that's what we're going to have to watch out for. Throughout the later hours of the morning in Syracuse, Italy, the conditions are going to continue to deteriorate. We're going to continue to see worsening conditions. It has winds 45 to 50 miles per hour. This is not going to be like we saw last year in 2020 with Greece. We are not going to see another cyclone Ionos. For whatever reason, Wikipedia, which is not a 100% reliable source, is saying 100 miles an hour with gusts of 115. I do not think that is the case. It would have to go through rapid intensification, and that would just be unprecedented. Do not think this has gone through rapid intensification that quickly. I think it's got more maybe 45 to 50 mile per hour sustained winds, and it is gaining more strength. You can really see that convection really developing in the northeast portion, and that convection is really going to lead to a lot more heavy rain, unfortunately, in areas of Syracuse, Italy, and portions of Sicily, Italy. Lots of heavy rain did occur from this earlier on in the development of tropical cyclone Apollo. This is only going to get worse because we're going to see much heavier rain, and I'm afraid flooding is going to be a big threat, and we're going to be closely monitoring this. I'll be doing an update once every 3 hours. If I do not seem like I'm awake, it's probably because I'm half asleep. If it's 1 or 4 in the morning here, I'm going to be like, okay, guys, I'm going to look dead. It's not going to make sense because I live in the United States. So it is nighttime here. It's going to be early hours of the morning there in Sicily, Italy. Very early hours of the morning there in Sicily, Italy. Probably like 2, 3 in the morning there. So it's very, very early there. And so, when you have storms, big thundercells, I can't speak. When you have really big thunderstorms, especially huge convection, blobs of convection, they can oftentimes release in thunder. And you have this, thunderstorms, lightning, incredible heavy rain, and even gusty winds. I mean, I'm seeing sustained winds 30, 33, 34 miles per hour. Gusts could be well into tropical storm force, maybe even 43, 42 mile per hour wind gusts. I mean, it's going to get scary, and that's the worst thing about a hurricane or a cyclone or a typhoon or a tropical system anywhere on the planet is when it makes landfall at night, especially if you're not used to them, it makes it all scary because you don't know what to expect. One of the reasons why most hurricanes, when they make landfall at nighttime, have a higher chance, have a higher probability of having a higher amount of deaths because it makes landfall at nighttime because people can't see anything at night, and it's really bad. But thankfully, right now it is turning nighttime. But the only good news I can say from this is this will be nothing like Ionas in 2020, September 2020. But still, very heavy rain and flooding is going to be a big concern because Italy is a very mountainous country. Beautiful, beautiful country. Absolutely gorgeous. I've seen pictures of Greece and Italy. They're just two of the most beautiful countries I've seen. They're just absolutely gorgeous countries. I would love to visit Italy or Greece or Albania or just Europe in general. It's a beautiful continent too. But there's lots of mountains here in Italy and in Greece. We're not really too worried about Greece, but places in this area need to also monitor because again, we could be dealing with another tropical, heavy rain and flooding. Mudslides and landslides are also possible. You have lots of heavy rain. It makes the ground very soaked. It makes the mountains very, lots of. If you have any cliffs, that water is going to soak in the ground. It's going to make things so much heavier. And you get heavy winds, it kind of makes the ground unsettled. And it can cause I don't want to say avalanche of the land, but kind of where the land starts to fall apart. Sounds like a nightmare. Where the land, kind of crumbles a little bit. I don't know how to say it because I don't exactly know 100% what a landslide is or a mudslide. It's just basically when there's a lot of rain and the water can't support all this rain and all this. It's basically where the land is so saturated it begins to crumble. That's literally what it is. So please be careful if you live in Syracuse or if you live in Sicily, Italy, or if you live anywhere in Italy, because these rain bands are going to continue to even move farther up in north throughout the day. So this is, in case you're wondering, these are millimeters per hour. So where we start to see some of these oranges, I mean, we're probably seeing 24 millimeters an hour in some of these cases. We haven't seen anything super dangerous. We might probably seen 30 millimeters an hour. Where we saw this really blow up and become pretty bad here in portions of Italy. How often is this going to update? It doesn't say. So you can really see some of this heavy, very heavy, extreme, or hail. So once we start to see anything in the pinks, I don't think we'll see anything in the pinks, but I do definitely think as this begins to approach and get closer, we could see more of these make their way into in the higher, so maybe 40, probably 45 to 50. I don't see 80 being up on here anytime soon, just because it's something we're not dealing with the catastrophic severe thunderstorm that could be producing huge amounts of hail. If we saw that, like maybe Kansas or Oklahoma or northern Texas, we may see the pinks or purples. But we're not seeing that. This isn't a place that's gonna be a huge place for a risk of tornadoes. I knew this day would happen. So, if you do in fact live in this area, please be careful. Please be safe. Unfortunately, you know, it's just not looking good. So, I mean, just in Syracuse, we're seeing 28-mile-per-hour sustained winds from the northeast. You come out here a little bit on the coast, we're seeing 31-mile-per-hour sustained winds. Ovola, we're seeing 28-mile-per-hour sustained winds. Catania, 11-mile-per-hour sustained winds. And then 3-mile-per-hour. So farther away, definitely closer to the coast. I mean, just you go right off the coast a little bit. You're seeing almost tropical storm force, 35-mile-per-hour sustained winds. So this is currently where the tropical storm is located right now. It has an eye, as you can clearly see. There's lots of convection. There's an incredible amount of convection. There's so much happening right now. A freaking chair. Why am I sitting on a pillow? I don't need to sit on a pillow. Okay. So that is what I'm very concerned and very, very worried about this one thing right here. Certainly because very, very heavy rain. The possibility and the potential possibility of there being large amounts of flooding. So again, this is the radar. I'm going to kind of go back and take a look at observations, if I can even precipitation totals in the past hour here. I'm going to have an idea of what we're looking at here in terms, because I'm very, very worried. I mean, we're talking about Italy here. Wait, parameters. Hold up, let me see. How is there nothing? Okay, this is annoying. 1. It says 1/100th of an inch, 5/100ths of an inch, 10/100ths, 1/100th of an inch would be 1 inch, 2 inches, 3 inches, and I guess that'd be 4 inches. Okay, how about here? Okay, so 2 inches of rain, I assume? I don't freaking know. No, I want to see... Technically, gusts don't matter, because we literally don't need to worry about wind gusts right now. Wind is not going to be an issue with this storm. What, Mom? I'm streaming. Oops, it's not daytime there, but clearly, as you can see. What, Jeff? Oh my god, I just said I'm streaming. Did you not ruin my stream? I don't care that my sandwich is here. I'm in the middle of a stream talking about our tropical system that is affecting fucking Italy right now. Yeah, it makes me so mad when they do that. Kid you not, it's one of the most fucking annoying things ever. Excuse my language. I can't help it. It pisses me off. You know? Okay. Day and night. Infrared, 5 minutes. Jesus. Lord. Oh, here is... Stay over here. Here is the latest satellite imagery of Tropical Storm Apollo here. It is just absolutely... It is a truly incredible, mind-blowing. Sure, I was going to travel there in winter. Starting to look like... Wow, I don't know what you're saying. Oh. Yeah, I know. I know. My mom was like, come in there and it's whatever. As you can see, a lot of that convection developing. So just everyone, please be careful if you live in this area. I'm going to do a little bit more tropical updates. And so I want to talk about what we're looking at with this tropical storm here in Italy. As you can clearly see, it does in fact have an eye. There it is, developing and becoming more and more developed. It looks much better there, as you can clearly see. I'm going to try to do, YouTube streams and videos throughout the night. Because, this is going to be a huge thing. Can't really stream about it all night. I want to stream all night. What I'm saying is, I'm going to try to stream through it all the way at 10 p.m. I'm going to do another stream. 1 p.m., 1 p.m., 1 a.m. This is all Central Time, by the way. 10 p.m. Central Time, I'll do a stream. 1 a.m. Central Time and 4 a.m. Central Time. 7 a.m. Central Time, I have to take my cousin to school, so I won't be able to do that. But again, 10 a.m. tomorrow morning, I'll be doing a stream. Please look out for me. I'll definitely be doing streams all the way through the night, talking about the development of this tropical system as it approaches Italy. Just, again, another very rare phenomenon to see. It's probably been the headlines for y'all. This is the latest here, Invest 93S. As you can clearly see, here it is. Developing, it has winds of about 35 miles per hour. Invest 94L has about winds of 50 to 55 mile per hour sustained winds. And, yeah, that's that. There's really not a whole lot to talk about. See what they're saying for 93S, if they're going to, it's literally the same thing. It's whatever. It is just, incredible, y'all. It's just one of those incredible moments that you see. Once we get towards 1 in the morning, we will definitely, once we get about 1 in the morning, I think, 12:30, 1 in the morning, is when there'll be daylight early. It'll be in the, 7, 8 a.m. Hour of, 7th or 8th hour of time in Italy. So we'll definitely be able to show you visible satellite, but right now, again, it is the middle of the night. I like to keep these streams short. I like to keep these streams quick. Guys, lots of heavy rain, lots of flooding making its way towards Italy tonight. Does anyone have any comments, questions, or concerns? If you do, go in the chat and leave them down below. I like to keep these quick. I like to keep them fast, because I'll be doing one every 3 hours to give you a quick update on what's going on. These heavy rains are going to continue to make their way throughout the country of southern Italy, specifically the portion of Sicily, Italy, specifically the portion of Sicily, Italy, of Syracuse, Sicily, Italy. So this is just going to unfortunately unfold and get worse as the storm creeps closer towards the coastline. This is not going to be a quick event. This appears to be a slow mover, unfortunately, and could... Look, that's the past 8 hours, y'all. Look how much it's moved in the past 8 hours. It hardly hasn't, and it's just literally been bringing y'all so much rain. It is seriously, it is dangerous. It's really, really, really bad. Yes, by the way, it does in fact have an eye, and I need to change my thumbnail because, yeah. So y'all, please be careful. This storm is only going to get intensify even more. We're close to be giving you latest updates. Our next update will be at 10 p.m. Central Time. I'll make these more in-depth and more inclusive as we continue to talk about the tropical system throughout the evening, into the later hours of the night, into the early hours of the morning Central Time. Please, everyone, stay safe out there. Have a wonderful rest of your morning, afternoon, evening, whatever time, whatever day, time of the day you're listening or watching this. I guess you're listening to this. Whatever time you're watching this. That's good today, guys. I like to keep these updates quick. 40 to 45 mile per hour, maybe even up to 50 mile per hour sustained winds. The tropical storm is going to get even more well developed. It's going to intensify. We could see this eye get even better well defined. Much more deeper convection is likely and possible. And we could see this produce even more unfortunate heavy amounts of rain. So please, guys, please be careful. Please watch out. That is it for today, guys. Have a wonderful rest of your evening or morning. I'll talk to you guys later this evening.